Most people have no idea what eating 4 eggs a day actually does to their body. And honestly, once you find out, you will never look at eggs the same way again. Because despite everything you've been told, despite all the warnings and the decades of fear around cholesterol, eggs are one of the most powerful, most complete, and most misunderstood foods on the planet. So let us go through what actually happens inside your body when you make eggs a daily habit. And I promise by the time we get to the end, you're going to see this simple, affordable food in a completely different light. The first thing most people worry about is cholesterol. And that fear is completely understandable because for decades we were all told that eggs were bad for our heart. But that entire idea was based on old, flawed research from the 1960s that has since been proven wrong. Here is the reality. Your liver makes most of the cholesterol in your body on its own. When you eat eggs, your liver simply adjusts and produces less to compensate. On top of that, your good cholesterol goes up, your bad cholesterol becomes less harmful, and your overall heart health markers actually tend to improve. Eggs were never the villain they were made out to be. Now, there's one thing worth being honest about here. A small group of people, roughly 1 in 4, are what scientists call hyperresponders. In these individuals, dietary cholesterol does cause a more noticeable rise in LDL levels. If you have a strong family history of heart disease, it is worth checking in with your doctor before making eggs a daily staple. But for the vast majority of people, the cholesterol concern simply does not hold up under modern science. Now let us talk about protein, because this is where eggs are truly in a league of their own. Not all protein is created equal. When you eat chicken or beef, your body has to work hard to break it down, and even then it does not absorb all of it. Beef gives you about 75 to 80% of its protein. Fish gives you around 80 to 85%, but eggs give you 100%. Every single gram of protein in an egg is absorbed and used by your body. Nothing goes to waste. That is something no other natural food can claim. What does that mean for you in real life? It means your muscles repair faster after exercise. It means your bones, tendons, and ligaments stay stronger. It means your immune system works better and your skin heals more efficiently. If you've been feeling run down or slow to recover, eating more eggs is one of the simplest upgrades you can make. And eggs are not just about protein either. The yolk, which so many people were told to throw away, is actually where a lot of the real value lives. The fat in the yolk makes eggs an incredibly efficient fuel source. About 65% of an egg can be used as direct energy by your body. That is why people who eat eggs for breakfast stay full and focused for 4 to 6 hours, while people eating cereal or toast are hungry again within an hour. Your energy stays steady, your blood sugar stays stable, and your brain stays sharp throughout the day. The yolk is not something to fear. It is one of the best parts of the entire egg. Speaking of staying full, there is a hormonal reason behind this that most people never hear about. Eggs specifically suppress a hormone called ghrelin, which is the hormone responsible for making you feel hungry. At the same time, they boost a hormone called peptide YY, which signals your brain that you're satisfied and do not need more food. This is not just about feeling full in a general sense. It is your brain receiving a real biochemical signal that actively reduces cravings for hours after eating. Studies have shown that people who eat eggs at breakfast end up consuming significantly fewer calories throughout the rest of the day without even trying. If managing your weight is something you care about, this hormonal effect alone makes eggs one of the most powerful breakfast choices you can make. There's also something special hiding in the egg white that most people have never heard about. Nature designed egg whites to protect the developing chick from bacteria in the environment, so they're packed with natural antimicrobial proteins. These proteins fight off harmful bacteria by blocking their access to nutrients and breaking down their defenses. Just make sure your eggs are cooked, because cooking neutralizes the one compound in raw egg whites that can interfere with nutrient absorption. Cook them any way you like, and you're getting everything the white has to offer. Inside every egg, there's also an amino acid called leucine, and leucine is essentially the on switch your body uses to start building and repairing muscle. Without that signal being activated consistently, muscle growth and recovery slow down significantly no matter how much you exercise. Eggs have more leucine than most other protein foods, which makes them especially valuable for people who work out and for anyone over the age of 40. After 40, your body naturally starts losing muscle every single year. Eating 4 eggs a day gives your body the consistent signal it needs to hold on to that muscle, stay strong, and keep your metabolism working well as you age. Let's talk about your thyroid, because this is a connection that almost never gets made in conversations about eggs. Eggs are one of the best dietary sources of 2 critical nutrients for thyroid health, and those are selenium and iodine. Your thyroid is the gland in your neck that controls your metabolism, your body temperature, your energy levels, your weight, and your mood. When it is not getting the nutrients it needs, things start to go wrong in ways that are easy to miss. Fatigue that sleep does not fix, unexplained weight gain, feeling cold all the time, depression, hair thinning, and brain fog are all classic signs of a thyroid that is struggling. Selenium is essential for converting thyroid hormones into their active form that the body can actually use. Without enough of it, your thyroid can be producing hormones, but your body cannot activate them properly. Iodine is just as critical because without it, your thyroid cannot produce its hormones at all. Most people think of seafood when they think of iodine, but eggs are actually one of the few non-seafood sources of this nutrient, making them especially important for people who do not eat much fish. If you have ever been told your thyroid is borderline sluggish, or if you just consistently feel tired and foggy for no clear reason, your selenium and iodine levels are worth paying attention to, and eggs directly support both. Eggs also contain a meaningful amount of zinc, and zinc is a nutrient that quietly does an enormous amount of work in your body. It supports your immune system so you fight off illness more effectively. It accelerates wound healing and skin repair. It plays a direct role in the production of testosterone and other sex hormones, which matters for energy, libido, and mood in both men and women. Zinc also supports your senses of taste and smell and helps regulate your inflammatory response throughout the body. Most people are not severely deficient in zinc, but many are running slightly low without realizing it, and the effects of that subtle shortfall show up as frequent illness, slow healing, low energy, and hormonal imbalance. While we're talking about inflammation, this is a point that deserves its own moment because it connects to nearly everything in modern health. Chronic low-grade inflammation is now understood to be a root driver of almost every major disease we face, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's disease, and autoimmune conditions. Eggs, particularly pasture-raised eggs, have a meaningful anti-inflammatory effect in the body. A big part of this comes from their omega-3 fatty acid content. Pasture-raised eggs contain significantly more omega-3s than conventional caged eggs because the hens eat a more natural diet that includes grass and insects. Omega-3 fatty acids are some of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compounds that exist. They also support brain health, heart health, and have been linked to lower rates of depression and anxiety. This is one of the most compelling and specific reasons to choose pasture-raised eggs when you can, and it is a reason the original conversation about egg quality often fails to mention. Your eyes benefit from eggs too, and this surprises most people. Inside the yolk are 2 antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. These travel to your retina and act like a natural pair of sunglasses built into your eye, protecting your vision from UV rays, blue light from screens, and age-related damage. If you spend a lot of time on your phone or computer, eating eggs regularly is a simple and effective way to protect your eyesight over the long term. Many people who eat eggs consistently also notice that their vision in low light and at night becomes noticeably sharper over time. Eggs are also genuinely great for your brain in a direct, structural way. Your brain is largely built from a type of fat called phospholipids, and egg yolks are one of the best natural sources of these fats. When your brain gets enough phospholipids, memory improves, learning becomes more efficient, focus sharpens, and mood becomes more stable. Whether you're a student, an older adult protecting your cognitive function, or just someone who wants to think more clearly every day, this is one of the most underrated benefits of eating eggs regularly. Now let us talk about how you cook your eggs, because this actually matters more than most people realize. The cooking method you use affects how many nutrients survive to reach your body. Boiling or poaching eggs preserves the most nutrition because they use lower temperatures and no added fat is required. Scrambling and frying are fine too, but try to use low to medium heat rather than blasting them on a very hot pan. The reason this matters is that cooking egg yolks at very high temperatures for extended periods can oxidize some of the cholesterol and fats in the yolk, which is the one scenario where the fat in eggs could become slightly less beneficial. Keeping the yolk a little soft and cooking on gentle heat gives you the best nutritional outcome. It also just tastes better. Timing matters too, and this is something most health conversations completely skip over. Research shows that eating protein-rich foods like eggs in the morning has a measurably stronger effect on appetite control and metabolism compared to eating them later in the day. A high-protein breakfast sets your hormonal tone for the hours that follow. It keeps ghrelin suppressed, keeps your blood sugar stable, and give your body a steady stream of amino acids during the hours when your muscles are most actively repairing from the previous day. If you're going to eat 4 eggs a day, making at least 2 or 3 of them part of your morning routine gives you the greatest metabolic advantage. Eggs also contain nutrients that most people do not associate with them at all. Vitamin K2 directs calcium into your bones and teeth where it belongs and keeps it out of your arteries where it causes damage over time. Vitamin A in eggs comes in a form called retinol that your body can use immediately without any conversion process, supporting your immune system and skin health directly. And vitamin D, which most people are not getting nearly enough of, is present in eggs and plays a massive role in mood, hormonal health, and immune resilience. When it comes to buying eggs, pasture-raised is the best option if you can find and afford them. These hens live in better conditions, eat a more natural diet, produce eggs with higher omega-3s, more vitamins, and a better overall nutritional profile. Organic refers to the feed the hens eat rather than how they are kept. So organic alone does not guarantee quality living conditions. The ideal is pasture-raised and organic together. But if that is out of budget, please do not let it stop you. Even standard grocery store eggs are nutritionally far superior to most packaged breakfast foods on the shelf. You can also get even more out of your eggs by pairing them with the right foods. Eating eggs with leafy greens like arugula boosts your absorption of the antioxidants in those greens by up to 9 times because of the fat in the yolk. Adding onions supports your liver. Black pepper helps your body absorb more of the beneficial compounds in the yolk. Tomatoes cooked alongside your eggs provide lycopene for heart and eye health. Avocado adds fiber and healthy fat that extends your energy and keeps you full even longer. And cooking in olive oil or butter is the right call for both flavor and nutrition at moderate heat. One more thing worth saying, and this often gets overlooked entirely. Eggs are one of the cheapest sources of complete, high-quality nutrition available anywhere in the world. When you calculate the cost per gram of fully absorbable protein, eggs beat chicken, fish, beef, and almost every protein powder on the market. For families trying to eat well on a tight budget, this is not a small detail. It is genuinely important. You do not need expensive superfoods or complicated supplements to nourish your body well. Sometimes the most powerful thing on your plate is also the most ordinary and affordable one. So when you add all of this up, eating 4 eggs a day is one of the simplest, most complete, and most affordable things you can do for your health. They support your muscles, your brain, your eyes, your thyroid, your hormones, your immune system, your metabolism, and your long-term cognitive function all at the same time. They're not complicated. They're not expensive. And now that you know what they're actually doing inside your body every single time you eat them, they might just become the most important thing on your plate. Well, that is it for today. Like, share, and subscribe for more educational health-related videos like this. Thank you for watching.